Alexander of Macedon was not yet 30 when the world around him began to blur the line between man and myth. To his soldiers, he was a king who marched beside them, slept on bare ground, and bled in battle. To conquered peoples, he was a force of nature, undefeated, relentless, and seemingly favored by fate itself. From the moment he crossed into Asia in 334 BCE, Alexander carefully shaped how he was seen. He traced his lineage to Achilles, carried a copy of Homer's Iliad into battle, and modeled his life on heroic ideals that blurred history and legend. Each victory added to the story: the fall of Tyre after a brutal siege, the defeat of Darius III at Issus and Gaugamela, and the sudden collapse of the Persian Empire, the greatest power of its age. But Alexander's legend was not built by victories alone. It was forged through symbolism, spectacle, and control of narrative. He spared defeated kings, adopted Persian dress, and founded cities bearing his name, turning conquest into a story of unity rather than destruction. In Egypt, he visited the Oracle of Siwa, where he was proclaimed the son of Zeus Ammon. Whether he believed it or not mattered less than the effect. From that moment, Alexander was no longer just a king, but a figure touched by the divine. Coins, statues, and stories spread this image across 3 continents, carried by merchants, soldiers, and poets. Yet the myth was rooted in very human choices and limits. Alexander faced mutiny, exhaustion, and doubt. His army followed him across deserts, mountains, and rivers until they finally refused to go farther in India. He wept, not as a god, but as a man who had reached the edge of his followers' endurance. When he died suddenly in Babylon at just 32, his empire fractured almost immediately, but his legend did not. Generals fought over his legacy. Historians argued over his character, and civilizations remembered him in their own image. Alexander became a legend in his own lifetime because he understood something rare: that power endures not only through force, but through story. He lived fast, conquered relentlessly, and ensured the world would never stop talking about him. Between the man who marched and the myth that survived, history remembers both, and still struggles to separate one from the other. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. Make sure to check out my other videos too. See you in the next one.